Well, let's check around Ireland and see what we can find.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
We found a trapdoor in the sidewalk.
I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside.
Locked from the inside, you say?
It was a featureless plastic box firmly attached to the wall of the building. I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Don't ask what I'm doing, short person.
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip.
Hey, milk, it does a body good. Pass it on. Just saying. Well, let's talk to the young man.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
We shall be Inspector Guy.
Rosso's the name. Murder's my game.
George.
Are you a detective?
Let's just say I'm here to find the truth.
Cool. Just like on the telly?
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run. From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chop firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Well, I guess we need to ask about things. Why do we have to ask him about a clown? It didn't even happen around here.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No.
It's locked up.
What do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Well, obviously you are, Nancy.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Dude.
Oh,
dude.
There's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Dude. George. Dude.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Oh my God. Not from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home. but me legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on me arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I read that as gravy for some reason.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Rational enough.
Do you know a man called Peagram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Peagram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Peagram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Well, neat.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
But have you seen him?
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir, I never seed it before in my life.
I don't think we're going to get much out of him.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry, I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Yuck. I don't think so.
Okay. Just don't worry about it then.
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No?
Well, good
See
enough.
you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Well, we got some information at least. We know that the castle's haunted. And we know that, Peagram's not around. I was trying to think of something. Now we got a whole slew of people to talk to now. Yay.
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. There was a vacant look on his cow-like face that said quite clearly, "Nobody home." The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something.
Gross, man.
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. I'd been taught not to judge people by their appearance or their clothes or the length of their hair. Nobody ever said anything about runny noses.
Hello.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Do you know about ghosts?
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh, no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I see that. It was pretty good.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh, yes. They were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
I mean, it's pretty much what bank managers do now. They wait. Tried to stop them, they were burned. Yeah, bank managers burn us. It stakes. That's what I'm trying to go with here. Logic is not reaching where I thought it would. But anyway, let's talk about a castle.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Are you sure?
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Nah, I mean, I do. And I could. Yeah.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Peagram, the same man who dug up the gem.
The gem, eh?
Do you know where I can find Peagram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Peagram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Hey, what is this about a gem?
What can you tell me about the gem which Peagram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Why has Peagram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Funny.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
I mean, that's fair. I'm sure none of this stuff is going to either.
Goodbye for now.
Next!
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Can I ask you all of the same questions I've been asking your other friend that you could have pitched in and answered while I was talking to him, but you didn't anyway?
Do you know Professor Peagram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know
No.
who he is.
No, I don't.
But I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Peagram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Peagram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
And memes. So many memes.
Did anyone from the village work at Peagram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Yes.
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me,
No.
Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
They packed. They ran. Nothing exciting.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
No. No,
Bye
he's
for now.
not. Alright, we can pick Glasses Man, and we can pick... Well, let's pick Glasses Man. Hello, Glasses Man.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Hey, Fitzgerald. What up, my friend?
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
No, well, you could.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Peagram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right.
Also, this dude is spreading all kinds of... What are you doing there? Spreading all kinds of, like, pandemic stuff.
Did you work at Professor Peagram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Yes. Passing out.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Alright, well, let's back up.
See you later.
So can we get that? Nope.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Well, let's pick it up.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Yeah, I looked at it already. Okay, mister. Let's talk to you now. Don't sneeze on me.
Timer.
What?
Nasty cold you back there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Yes, I am Policia.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Oh, ghost.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Here we go.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Skunk? Pah! Pah, I say.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh,
Oh! Okay.
Do you know Peagram, the archaeologist?
that's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Whoa. Stranger danger, stranger danger.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Hey.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Well, okay then.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it. You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
That's gross, my man.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Take a look at this ID card.
I don't know anything about it.
No, I'm guessing he doesn't know anything. Well, have you seen this
Do you
man?
recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
Well, okay.
I'll see you later.
So we need the wire, which we can grab right there.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
Hey, we grabbed your piece of wire. Ha. Ha, ha, ha. We have one more man to talk to. One more. Hello.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
George, you're such an ass.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Zinger. Zanger.
Do you know a man called Peagram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Peagram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't.
Oh no. Here
What
we
do you want
go.
with him?
I've got a score to settle.
Oh.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Doyle.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
Yes. Punch him in the face.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot.
Well, we can get a beer, I guess. Let's see what we
I'll
got.
try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated.
Ugh.
And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
No, thank you. Don't do it, George. Yay.
Look, I gotta be going.
Well, let's go ahead and go back outside. We've talked to everybody, and, well, we haven't talked to this man. Let's see if he says anything.
He wasn't listening.
I mean, he's the smart one. So, we need to get the box open, which don't think we have anything to use yet, so let's head this way. Hello, other person.
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots.
Poopy.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
Both.
I was a little out of practice.
Both. My constipation is really bad, and I'm trying to hypnotize you. Because constipation.
Have you seen Professor Peagram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
You don't say.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, but I wouldn't trust him. His eyes are too close together.
That's gotta be some sort of ist. Gotta be.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
I can't read that little writing.
I can barely read this book.
What do you make of this matchbook?
Seems ordinary enough to me.
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
I don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
Does this curiously twisted piece of wire mean anything to you?
Oh dear. Now what would you be wanting with a cruel snare like that?
Oh, it's not mine. It belongs to the old guy in the bar.
Ah yes, it would.
Ah, yes.
I have to go now.
So we have a guy here in the way, so I'm assuming we can't do anything. Can we open up the gate? Open!
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
You and me both, George. You and me both. So we can't do anything here at the moment. That goes back here. So can we get this open? Can we open you?
I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Can you kick it? Can we bash it? Can we do anything with it? Alright, well, we are stuck here at the moment. We have a guy looking for stuff with a gift. We took the old man's thing. We've got things over here that we can't do. And we need to figure out how to get into the castle. Which, I guess we're going to figure it out. What is...
Hey, McGuire.
What?
Oh, huh?
Do you know anything about Peagram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Don't word it like that.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Peagram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
Well,
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
it's time to go talk to McGuire. Not McGuire. It's Fitzy real quick. Hey, Fitzy. You lying.
Mr. Fitzgerald? McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Peagram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Peagram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Peagram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Peagram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he?
Package. And we can talk about Peagram and stuff, and which we will do next time. And we will see if we can get into the dig site, and we'll see if he just keeps looking very creepy. I'm like, oh my god. So when we come back, we'll continue talking to him. Till then, y'all take care. And of course, have a good one.